Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a long overdue requested video. In today's video we're just going to be talking about the aftermath of me starting Shoetic, my Shoetique, after the pandemic. So as you guys really blew up the first video, I just wanted to come back with a part 2 of the video to show how I was doing, the mistakes I learned, what I learned. I regret opening my Shoetique during the pandemic. So I know it's been long overdue since I last seen you guys. I was supposed to have been recording this video October 2nd, which was Shoetic 1 year anniversary. I was gonna have that video up by then, but a lot happened. A lot of changes were made for the better, and so here I am today. So for those who don't know me, my name is Kiera Lavinia, and I'm the owner of Shoetic LLC. So Shoetic is a Shoetique that specializes in women footwear, sizes 6 through 10, sometimes 11. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get into the video. I do want to say congratulations to Shoetic for finally passing our 1 year anniversary. October 2nd made 1 year since I launched my Shoetique during the pandemic. So it's been a lot of ups and downs and around. It's been a lot, but it's a journey I would not regret. Anything that I would regret, if I could do it all over again, I would do it. During my time off, I have been taking seminars, coaching classes, and I've been taking a lot of learning opportunities I've been taking advantage of to make Shoetic better and to give you guys more information about starting your own Shoetique. So before we get into the video, I do want to show you guys a quick flashback of Shoetic's first year. So I hope you guys enjoy this flashback video. Welcome back guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That is just a quick flashback of everything I've done this year, from the starting my Shoetique, the pop-up shops, the in my bedroom, my first video, to my third video, to my first photo shoot, to my most current photo shoot. That is just a little flashback of everything we have successfully done in 2021. And the year is not even over. We still have one more important challenge to conquer before this year is over, which would be Black Friday. Shoetic finished off its first year with 206 sales. So our very first year in business. So that may not seem like a lot to y'all, but a lot to me is anything past 100, because I wasn't expecting to get as much support and much subscribers and as much customers as I did when I opened up my Shoetique, because that wasn't my main concern of getting sales. Mainly my first year I just wanted to put my business out there and go with the flow. But however, we did manage to get 206 sales, and I'm very thankful for everyone who shopped with me, all my customers supported me, or simply just followed me on this journey, because you guys played a lot in it and I do appreciate you guys so much. Looking back when I first started, I know I mentioned in my first video of when I started it, what I had to do when I first started my LLC, my EIN, and that type of sort of thing. That is currently still the same, but it's kind of like different. But we're gonna get into it a little later in the video. Some things that I did change was my website. When I first launched my Shoetique, my colors was a peachy color, it was black. I had a lot going on. My whole website was like one solid color with, I think I had, it was a peach color. I had some group photos on there. I had different photos on there on my landing page. It was a lot going on. So I did ended up changing that to making it more simpler. I have an all white background. I do have my photos on there still. I have my trendy items on there. And as you just go down my landing page, compare and contrast, you can see it was different from. But then, so I did change my color scheme completely. Now it is marble print and pink. So it's no longer peach and black. So when I started off, I did have my website peach and black. I had my business cards peach and black. But as I went along through my journey, I decided I no longer wanted that color because it was kind of dull for Shoetique. And I was like, no. And I changed my website around, which is under construction now. I'm still kind of playing around with it. So I opened my website back up November the 19th, which is next Friday, I believe. So that's still some changes and something that I'm undergoing. Another thing I did change up was my business card. So I still have the same format and the same layout. However, I did change the color to pink. And my thank you card, my business card, still the same, just a different color. Now, since my first video, I have added in discounts card. As you guys seen from previous videos, I have made those. I make it now to where the seasons change. So now would be like fall, Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Since my last photo shoot, I did the fall shoot. I'm going to put the fall pictures on there, and on the back is going to be a discount card, you know, just to keep my buyers to coming back with a little discount since they purchased the first time. So that is something that I have added in my packaging. And speaking of packaging, I did change my packaging up. So as you guys first seen, I had the gray drawstring bags that my mom made me. I still have the drawstring bags, however, I just changed the color to pink to match my branding colors. So the color is pink now. It's like a soft pink, okay, maybe a bright pink. And my packaging, my polymailers, I still use polymailers, but my polymailers are now marble print, and I have Shoe Maniac going across the front of my polymailers, and if I have a video, I'll insert that as well. So those are a couple things I changed. My landing page, color theme, as well as branding colors, packaging, and more cards. So that's one thing that I would want to tell you guys. Everything is not going to stay the same. Again, as your brand is evolving, you're going to change, and you're gonna experience that. So that's normal. That's very much normal. As I stated about my LLC earlier in this video, I have moved twice since I got my LLC. So since I started my Shoetique, when I got my LLC, I was living in a townhouse with my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend. And then we moved into a house, and then now we're separated, so I got my own apartment. So that is something that I would like to say for you guys. If you're getting an LLC, make sure you get a virtual address, not a P.O. box, because you can't put a P.O. box on your LLC. Well, I know I can't in Georgia, so I'm not sure about you guys. So make sure you get a virtual address so that it can reroute to wherever you are. So when you move, you don't have to keep paying another $100 to change the address, paying for this to change the address, because that is what I had to do. I'm currently in the process of getting that figured out. So I'll do an in-depth video about that. And as far as your EIN, I don't think I had to change my address. They haven't said anything about it. So I'll still using the same EIN number with the same address I used from when I first opened up my Shoetique from 2 apartments ago. Anything else? I'm trying to think what else I changed. Oh, when I first did the video, I started off in my bedroom. I'm no longer in my bedroom. I have a whole little mini warehouse, as you guys have seen in my videos. Again, it's just something that happens when I got more inventory, so I needed more space. Therefore, I did get that unit to give me more space to have my inventory to put in there. So that's totally normal. Also, what I did change is I showed you guys a light box in the video, something to start off with when you're taking pictures of your Shoetique, and I no longer have the light box. I threw that away because it didn't really serve me purpose. I think a light box would be more useful if you had maybe small items, which I don't have small items, so that wasn't quite useful for me, and it just didn't look look too well with what I was going for, so I threw that away, and I'm no longer using a light box. Also, my spin table, I no longer use the spin table. I think I gave that away because that didn't serve me a purpose either. So just little things that I did end up changing, and I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting more, but that's just a few since I made that video. I did go through a couple of struggles, and my main struggles I'll tell you guys, and then I'll go into another in-depth video about it. But the only thing that kind of like got me about starting that Shoetique during the pandemic, I came out a lot of money. I came out a lot of money simply because the shipping rate. Most things come from overseas. So during the pandemic, everything is slow. Cargo's coming in slow. So they did raise the shipping pricing up, and you basically had to pay double to get it to the US. Although my vendors is in the US, they still had to get their products from overseas, and that just slowed the whole process up. Shipping, I want to say, took a week and a half. A week and a half versus now, like when the pandemic is like not so bad but not so good either, but still not so bad as it was. It takes literally a week, not even a week. I order shoes on Friday, and I normally get them the following Wednesday or the following Thursday, so not even a week. So that's something that I save a lot of money now since COVID is gone. Was not really a problem, and everything is semi back to normal. But shipping rates, I did come out a lot of money on that, and it's one thing I do regret during the pandemic. If I was to wait till afterwards, I could have made like 40% of my shipping back, but it's okay because my sales made up. The goal I had was really pricing. I could have done better with pricing simply because it was my first time opening up a Shoetique. I wanted everyone to shop with me. I want everyone to love me. So my price was like really low. Like for my heels, I want to say it was like $35. My knee boots was $35. My booties was $30. Like I didn't go nowhere over the $30, $35 range. I don't know. I just wanted to get sales, so I had low prices. I sold out those items, but I didn't really make my money back. I literally just made the same amount of money I used to buy the inventory, so I didn't make a profit out of it. And that's something that I came a long way to doing. I literally just took a seminar about prices, so that's something I'm ready to implement when I open up my website next Friday. New price. It was COVID. I had nothing but time, and since I had nothing but time, I would literally go to work, come home, and be lazy. So I definitely had to come up with a plan, and that's something that anybody should do. The pandemic had nothing to do with this. It was just me being lazy. So I literally had to be consistent, and it's something, as you can see with my channel, I'm still struggling with today, but that's something that I'm still gonna get better at. And it's something I can still grow into. I make a monthly schedule now, so every month I got everything planned out. So that's something that really helped me in my struggle, but that's definitely a struggle that I went through my first year of business. The thing that I struggled with my first year of business was definitely pop-up shops. So I want to say I did 2 pop-up shops, and I know that's not enough to say that I struggled in, but the 2 that I definitely did go to, I definitely could have done better, simply because with shoes, with anything else, it's easier. Like with clothing, tiny stuff like lip glosses, clothing, bracelets, jewelry, anything. But shoes is another ball game. Selling shoes at a pop-up shop is another ball game. That is something I struggle with because I never know what shoes to take, what sizes to take, how many shoes to take, and it's just a struggle because where do I put all these shoes at a pop-up table when everybody else has little small tables decorated with all of their items, and then it's me with big bulks of shoes. Like, that is annoying. I have found out a new way that I can do that, so I'm very excited to start that in next year's journey when I do pop-up shop. Since then, I feel like everything else been okay. I did express my concerns about pickup, shipping, and deliveries. That is something else I really struggled with my first year, but I came to a conclusion. I ended up taking out pickups because that was a struggle for me and my customers. The days I was available, my customers wasn't available. Whenever they're supposed to come, they wouldn't show up, and it was just a big hassle. So I was stuck with inventory for like a week, 2 weeks, and I couldn't do that. It slows me down, so I couldn't do that. I ended up just taking deliveries off because I'll have to stop what I'm doing to go drop off an order, and I can't do that. So now currently I'm still thinking about taking out pickup, but for now I still do have pickup on my website as well as shipping. So I just got those two options as of now, but still on the fence with keeping pickup. However, in the long run, I do believe I'm gonna take that off, but not yet since it's the holidays, and we're just gonna play around with it and give that a little more time. So still figuring that out. I'm trying to think, was there any more struggles I had in this first year? Finances, y'all. That is the hardest part of my journey so far. I could make the money, because like I said, my prices was too low. So the money I made for the shoes, I literally only had was to, the amount left I had was literally only to buy another case of shoes. I didn't have the money to restock other things like business cards, drawstrings bags, and everything else I had to come out of my own pocket, leaving me broke on top of everything I had to do in my personal life that I had to pay for as far as bills and everything else. So I would use Shoemaniac money for that, and my money for that, like, it was all over the place. Happy to say I do have my auntie now who's helping me with that. She has her accountant's degree, so she is helping me with my finances. Super happy to pass that over to her. I did keep up with all my receipts. As I stated in my other video, I had to still have that binder where I keep everything I paid for, and that just makes it so much easier. So come next month, when she asks me to gather all the things for my taxes, I'll be super straight with that. And personal, business, personal, mixing together does not work. So that's something that I do want to put out there, that I hope you guys separate those two, and I wish you the best of luck, because to me, that is my hardest part of this journey, and that's something that I struggle with to this day. Even 2 months ago, last month, to this day, I still struggle with that. Another thing I struggle with is my pictures. Taking pictures for shoes is so freaking hard to me. That is so hard to me, because I take a lot of pictures and I be like, oh, my toe don't look right in this. I don't like the way my nail polish looking. Like, it's so hard to me, because when I look at other Shoetiques, well-known Shoetiques on Instagram, it's like their photos be so appealing. So here I am with the light bulbs and the spin table, taking the pictures of that, so that didn't work out for me. So then I started taking pictures. I would wear the shoes. Every time I get a pair of shoes, I take out a pair for me. I would wear the shoes and I'll start taking pictures of it. Well, my pictures didn't look how their pictures look. So I took an editing course, a crash course. I learned how to take better pictures, and I learned how to edit. So that is something I want to put out there as well. I did see a dramatic change in my Shoetique once I started doing that, versus using my vendor's photos. So I won't say stealing pictures, but they already seen that picture before, so it's kind of hard to be like, oh, you're selling this, I seen this picture on someone else's boutique. So it's best to take your own pictures. For any boutique, I say use your own pictures. Take a crash course of editing and taking pictures. Do it yourself. Your revenue will go up in the long run. Because my business credit, that's something that you guys should definitely look into before starting your Shoetique. I didn't know it then, but I definitely know it now. If you would look up Dun and Bradstreet number, that is something that we'll go in depth into in another video, but just before we get to the video, if you would like to go ahead and look that up for your Shoetique, I would definitely look into it. And it's basically a number like your EIN and your LLC. You get a number, and this number is basically your number used for credit. So it's basically like your social to look at once you're applying for a loan or credit or any sort. You need to have credit on you need to have business credit established, and to establish that you need to have a DUNS number. Look that up. This is something I found very interesting. It's something I wish I would have known going into the Shoetique, but there's something that you can always learn, something you can always pick up and get business credit started for yourself, your business, other than yourself. So you do not want to put your business credit under your credit, under your social. You want to start business without using your social, and this is what you will use to get that business credit started. Crash course, I'm learning shopping with different tiers. So when I say tiers, I mean like different vendors. Like for tier 1 is like establishing business credit. It's different tiers, and we'll get into as well as everything in that nature. Also listed my business on Yelp, Bing, and Google. So that is something you also want to do once, I'll say about a good 2 or 3 months into your store. That does draw a lot of attention to my page. That's something that I do want to put out there for you guys to do. Yelp is another great one. They can leave reviews and they can also draw more attention, as well as Bing. So I definitely recommend you guys to do that. I did not include that in my first video simply because I didn't think I need to do all that. But since listing my business on Google, it's been a lifesaver. So for anyone in Valdosta, I was able to go on Google and set like my tags. So if anyone in Valdosta look up shoe store, Shoe Mania will pop up. Women's shoes, Shoe Mania will pop up. Boots, Shoe Mania will pop up. So I got a lot of keywords on Google that I was able to implement on there to bring up Shoe Maniac and get a lot of exposure. So definitely do that. Google, if you don't do anything else, do Google. So also I don't believe I implemented this on my first video, but I did talk about it a little earlier. The business address, you definitely need that. I wouldn't recommend your home address. So I would definitely say get a virtual address, something that can be rerouted to your real address. That way once you are shipping orders, you know your address is at the bottom of the order page. You don't want people to know where you stay at. So I would definitely recommend getting a virtual address. You can go online, and I know, I'm not pretty sure, I know for a fact you can go online and buy one. I did buy a virtual address and a business phone number to go on my Google because I didn't want people calling my phone. Yes, it was easier to download an app and do my phone number, but a virtual number that can reroute to my phone, it's been a lifesaver versus having an app for this, app for that, and app. As well as a business email. You can buy a business email online because you need something to be professional. I have learned that Yahoo, Gmail, iCloud emails, that's not really considered a professional email address. So you need to get a professional email address, and you can go online and you can purchase it to reroute to you. So for me, I got shoemaniac2020@gmail.com. I still use the email address, but I'm in the process of buying a virtual email address. So I can give you guys that email address, but everything is gonna come back to Shoemaniac Gmail. But you guys won't see that, so it'll be a business email address, if that makes sense. Which wraps everything up about my first year. I do have a couple of tips I do want to let you guys in on since starting my Shoetique will really help your business. I said this before in previous videos, I said this before. If you email me, and I'm gonna say it again, build a subscription list. Don't wait until you're ready to launch your boutique to build your subscription list. No, I would say get your subscription list out there to subscribe to your subscription list before launching your boutique. Because when you launch your boutique, you can send out emails and you already have that list, versus like I did, I waited until like 2 days before I launched, maybe a week before I launched, to start my subscription list. And I didn't really have too many people, customers, to send out promos to, or hey, we're doing a sale here, hey, this is what's going on this week, new arrivals. I didn't really have a list, so that kind of did hurt me at the beginning. But now that I know better, I do have a list, and it works with email and SMS texting. Texting works a lot for me. I can send out a text alert and get like 50 people on my website right after I send it out. So that really, really works. Make sure you get their subscription list up. And I'm not just talking about on social media, telling everybody a week or two before on social media. I mean putting your link out there so they can click your page and subscribe to it with their email address or phone number. That way they can get those alerts to know when something's going to be dropping, when you're going to be launching, new arrivals, discount sales, all of that type of stuff. The tip I do want to tell you guys: promote over there, promote over here, over yonder, promote everywhere. Even if no one's looking, keep promoting. I cannot tell y'all the number of times. But at the beginning, I was like, no, I done posted twice this week. I don't want to post no more. That's not true. The more I post, the more engagement I got. Therefore, post on TikTok, promote on Instagram, promote on Facebook. I don't care if you have to copy and paste each one. Promote. Pick a day to strategize, promoting, creating content for your brand, and promote constantly and consistently. Be consistent. I know I'm preaching being consistent. That's something I haven't been able to do, and it is kind of hurting me with my sales. However, that's why I'm telling you guys, don't make my mistake. Be consistent, promote here, there, over there, this app, that app, cousins, family, friends, keep promoting. And promote outside of your family and friends. Don't just promote on Facebook to everyone you know. Promote to strangers that you don't know are going to be your biggest supporter. Something I definitely had to learn. Yeah, my friends are going to support me, but every time I drop a shoe, my friends are not going to be the ones to get that shoe. I had more YouTube subscribers, more Instagram subscribers, more TikTok subscribers to purchase from me than my own friends, my own families. So keep supporting outside of your norm, and that's going to do you wonders in the long run. And even if, another thing, even if you don't have a new product to promote your same product that you just promoted a week ago, but do it in a different way. So you may took pictures of your shoes and promoted, hey, this shoe just came out, and you haven't had really good luck with that shoe. So I would definitely recommend putting on that shoe, make a walking video, you know, put some music on it, promote it. You can still promote the same thing over and over. Just because they didn't want it then, they may see it on you and be like, okay, I gotta have that shoe. I want that shoe. Keep promoting. So keep promoting. Another tip I would say is stay on top of the seasons. So when I first launched my Shoetique, it was October, so just before the holidays, which was the craziest thing ever. I don't know why I did it. I launched my Shoetique in October, right before Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas. I was not prepared. The only thing I was worried about was launching my Shoetique, but I did not realize how it was going to be in the middle of those holidays. So this year, as you guys seen in my last video actually, from the photo shoot, we did end up implementing fall, Christmas, and Black Friday, and the 1-year anniversary all in one. Those photos came out bomb. When I say stay on top of those, I mean like for Black Friday, which is like a couple weeks away, I'm already planning. Like, I got a whole notebook here. I spent the whole day planning Black Friday, what I'm gonna buy, my pricing, promoting my content, everything. Like, I mean, stay on top of it, so when it comes, you don't be behind, you know, you don't be stuck, because businesses are like this. And this year they're already starting Black Friday, so that's really messing with me. Me getting online and seeing Black Sales Fridays. Walmart is even starting Black Friday, so it's like, I feel like I'm behind, but I'm not behind. I'm gonna keep the traditional Black Friday starting the day after Thanksgiving. I might do a Thanksgiving night. I'm not quite sure yet how, you know, Black Friday normally runs, but more than likely I'm gonna start it on actual Black Friday. So that's my plan, that's my goal, and I'm sticking to. Importantly, I do want to say, throughout my journey, my biggest thing is stay open to learning new things. If I had a closed mind and I thought I knew everything was in order for Shoemania since the beginning, my website and everything would look exactly how I started, dull and boring. So stay open to learning new things, not just from me and my videos. Go do more research, go do your homework, take seminars, take classes, take whatever to learn new things and get your business to the level that you want it to be. Never think you know it all. Have fun in whatever you're doing. Don't let whatever you're doing, don't let your boutique, Shoetique, anything feel like a job. It should feel like something that you enjoy doing, something that when you come home, that's the first thing on your mind. Oh, I want to create content. You know, something that you just automatically do, not something that you have to force yourself to do. If it becomes forceful, I don't know if that's a word, but if it comes like that, then you need to reevaluate yourself. Take a break from your business until you get to the point where you feel like, this is my baby, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, this is fun to me, I'm not doing it because this is a job, I'm getting paid, I'm doing it because this is what I love to do. Okay guys, so that brings me to the end of this video. I definitely do want to thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble about everything I've been through in this first year. I just want to be extra clear to communicate with you guys and to let you guys know it's not always butterflies and rainbows. It's so much in going into opening a business, so many little things into opening a business that you don't realize that affects you in the long run, but it really does. From the lunch party, packing orders, opening the warehouse, moving, I would do this all over again. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't take nothing back. Anything that I've gone through, it was for a reason. It worked in the long run. I won't take it back. I won't cry about it. I'll simply do what I gotta do and keep them. I just couldn't be any prouder of myself than the space I am now. I am in a better space than I was a year ago, mentally, emotionally, and spiritual. I'm in a better place, and 2022 is gonna be my year for Shoemaniac. I have all new sales goals. I have all new warehouse goals. I have so many goals I know I'm gonna complete. So I'm super excited, super excited to see what the future has in store for Shoemaniac, as well as me and as well as for my subscribers. So I am going to be consistent on this channel. My goal is 2 videos a week. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.